Hello, YouTube. I am Lachey, abbreviate LS. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. I sure did. Anyway, I'm here to talk on one specific topic. Excuse me. And this topic is going to help every one of you who is Christian or spiritualist are going to understand this message. And I'm only doing this message because it tends to happen during this time. Close to the new year, people start planning their New Year's resolution, and a lot of times people don't follow it. They may start that process, finalize it, all that good stuff, but really putting that concept of doing it, sometimes they don't do it, you know? So I'm like, But anyway, to make a point come across, I will explain what I mean on that topic. And the basic thing on the topic is goals and accomplishments instead of New Year's resolution. Let us pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive us our debt, as we forgive us our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory is forever. Amen. God bless. Don't think I'm telling you to change your ways. I'm just making you rethink about how to see goals and accomplishments instead of making New Year's resolution. Because it seems like those who tend to make New Year's resolution don't always succeed, because they don't have the right instructor to follow through the year. But let's be honest, if you are a true Christian or a true spiritualist, you are going to rethink about how to start up. Spiritualists have already started their New Year's celebration. I started mine right after Christmas, because I want all my stuff processed correctly. Like, for example, changing the way I eat for a better, healthier chart for myself, so I can help get a little more stronger, a little bit more, work more on my skin, and take care of me, you know, that kind of thing. So, and read my Bible a little bit more, you know. The more you process and you write it out, if, say for example, you got a husband or a wife or a partner or whatever, and you want to do this with the two of you, then you two need to have a place. You know, when we talk about the war room, there are two different kind of war rooms. One war room is your prayer room. Your second one is your discussion table. An area where you discuss with your partner, your husband or your wife, you know, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. You two sit down and you guys discuss it. That's how your goals and accomplishments should be. You should have your sheet of paper right there, and then you fill out everything. What you want to see for the new year. And you analyze and say, what can I do to improve? Another thing we also forget to do, we don't look back before we start worrying about the next year's process. Look back at this year and see, what did I do that I didn't like? What? I couldn't stand it. It made me mad, or I had a frustrated time, or you try to do a revival and it didn't work. And you wonder, like, sometimes some things don't manifest, M-I-N-F-A-E-S-T, don't manifest very well because we forgot to do something for the process to happen, for a new challenge, a new grow. Everything requires process in everything you do. So as a person that uses candle, which is a wick craft, spiritualists tend to do that more than Christians. Well, I'm not going to say Christians don't use candles, because some of them do. But they're not going to do it as powerful as we tend to do it. But what I'm going to get across to you is, look back at your year and say, what can I do better that I maybe didn't like? Because I'm sure there's many things that we didn't like, and we're going to be thinking. I'm going to point out one of them. Frustrated with, I'm going to admit it, death was kind of a little bit hard for me this year. There was several deaths that wasn't easy for me, so I got a little frustrated with it. But as a Christian, as a spiritualist, we have to remember, if it's their time, it's their time, whether we like it or not. We have to learn, and I'm not going to tell you to cope, but that's an ugly word to say, to learn to accept their absence. And you will find your own way to develop that. I chose scrapbooking because, for example, my brother, when he was gone, it didn't start it right away. I just couldn't, I knew that wasn't happening. But after a year of his death, I decided I need to do something better than crying a lot and taking it, hard. So I came up with the scrapbooking, and I'm putting many pictures, because my brother was well known of pictures. You would have thought he was the famous model. That's how much pictures that boy took before he died. So I think he went over like millions and millions of pictures of my brother. But I love it, because enjoying something that I view of the happy times of my brother instead of the sad times. And that I prefer. Should be the same way for you. Think of your year of 2018. What you can improve, what you can see change. I got several things I'm trying to do. My prayer room has been a mess. Girl, I thought I was going crazy. I said to myself, "Are we gonna find anything in there?" I had to ask myself that. Are we gonna find anything in there? I'm looking around thinking, I should be ashamed of myself for this sloppy mess. It was really, really, really messy. And so I thought of it and I said, the only way I'm going to improve, I'm going to have to learn when I'm done with the ritual. And if some of you don't understand what that means done with a candle prayer of something, and it's done, you need to clean it up and burn the paper. You know how we do this? And you have that paper and you put it underneath the candle, and you anoint it and you put all your spices, whatever you need in that for whatever you're praying for. And when the candle is burnt down all the way through, you should be cleaning it out, throwing it in the spouse. This should be getting burnt. After you're done, it should be thrown in fire, because that means you're letting it go for God to take over the whole process. Because the more we practice what we tend to do, the better you will become. And that was just an example. Ideas of different improvement. Some of you get on to my best friend's video chat line, act like you guys are all that. Now remember one thing you guys don't understand. If you're not really living and doing and talking and studying the spiritual life, don't expect that you're going to be able to jump on the levels me and her are. Period. You need to remember one thing. The only way to get to where our levels are, you need to be what? You need to be doing a lot of this stuff. Everything we show and teach is from our experience. I wouldn't tell you something I don't know nothing about. That would be stupid of me. And I will admit that. Why would I teach you something that I don't know nothing about? That'd be the same idea for you. That's the kind of idea I want to say. Learn how to be a better spiritualist or a Christian. Because the more that we all learn how to do things, we're going to see a better year. And believe me, I believe in that. That's why I say writing out your goals and accomplishments, to me, it's a waste of time having a New Year resolution, because that doesn't really show you where it's going to be the process, how you're going to get the process going, where and how you're going to start it. And also, because we already had the full moon, that should have been your New Year. Getting rid of old things of this year, going into the new. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. Energy, haters out there. Oh, there's plenty of that out there. But you got to think about that. Because the more we think about that, the better you're going to feel. And I'm just telling the truth about that. So let me check my video on this. I do have another job I tend to do. One of them is selling stuff online. I will be starting to advertise that through my Thorn Green Enterprise, if you're interested. Not going to start until next year on hopefully January 5th. That should be taking place. So we'll see what happens. But believe me, the more you think about, look back at your time, say, what can I improve? What would you like to continue? Okay, I'm a person that strict. If I want savings and I want it to be put away, I got to learn how to budget the money, no matter how much I make. I make pretty good, but I like to say, you're going to feel wealthy anyway if you know how to budget. Simple as that. And the more you do that, the better you're going to feel. So, I'm just going to say, I also want you guys to remember that it don't hurt if someone was in your lane and they're wasting your time. They're not helping you, not giving you support. You reach out to them and they don't want your help. Then stop helping them. Let them go. It's time to move on. I sure am. And I don't care if they don't like it, because you know what? Time is too short to waste time on people who don't want your help. There's so many people out there that can need my help. I would rather be more focused on those who wants my help. Through spirit, through counseling, through prayers, through friendship, whatever you want to call it. And just something I think it's important we need to remember. And usually that word is throwing out old baggage. Getting rid of baggage. Because the more that we get rid of that, the better we're going to feel. That's why when I told you guys about my prayer room looking a hot mess, I was like, whoa! Couldn't believe it. By the way, I'm in my prayer room, but you will not see it. Because my divider in this room. So, I like that. But anyway, I'm also a photographer, so that's another reason why you see this. Ooh. Yeah, so anyway, just keep that in mind. Look back at your year. Look back and see what improvements you can do, what future you can do. Because the more that we look back on that, we're going to stay. Like I said, I have several, so. And I believe the more you practice the spirituality, you will understand the concept of it. Like, for example, you should, if you're reading